Hey everybody, it's Kevin. Today is Sunday the 20th of June 2021. Happy Father's Day. This is Kev's spiritual vibe of the day. Let's get right to our messages and see what pops up in the cards. Give it a quick shuffle. I was meditating a little bit this morning. Just sitting quietly. It's raining here in Charlotte. I rather like the sound of the rain. Let's see, give these a shuffle. Okay, angels, thank you for revealing to us what we need to know and bring us a message for today, Sunday, the 20th of June 2021. Okay, whoops. Move that out of the way and let's try this one. No particular order. I really have to go through these cards and put them back the right way. Surrender. Oh, yes. So, I like this. I love the artwork in this card. Sometimes I believe this card represents when things start to get a little complicated. Whoops, here we go. You see how in his hands he's holding a spirit, and the spirit is doing its best to be inspirational, to be motivational, to come with a deeper message and understanding. So, as I'm tuning in, that sometimes we find ourselves being pulled into a situation, a drama, an argument, a disagreement that we are trying to defend, trying to justify, trying to understand and make sense of. And this card, this message of today really is to let go and let the powers that be take over. The challenge we have with that in times of uncertainty, especially in times when things have got really comfortable, it isn't easy to just let go and be okay with whatever's new, because something new and different looms up, pops up, shows up, and we weren't expecting it. So there becomes this fight to stay comfortable and stay in the easy. So it's time to call back the inner power, the higher power, and stop external forces from diverting us away from really what we deserve, which is the peace and the harmony and the ease and that kind of a life. Sometimes it's time to hand over the concerns and let the entire situation, give it up to your spiritual allies, especially when you can't cope with something new and different, something you don't understand. Something you want to say, well, why is this happening to me? How come that's happening? If you find yourself having difficulties letting go of that control, that's that part of the ego that wants to just understand it all and find answers for it. Because there's a part of you that's not willing to receive the help. Hand over all the concerns. Hand over all the concerns about what's going on, what you're feeling. Be okay with what's happening, because it's happening. When we try to control, we hold on so tight, it becomes exhausting. It becomes hard to deal with. It becomes really, really tough. And I know for sure from personal experience, the energy that I'm dipping into, tapping into, getting involved with, if it's not for my highest good, more of that's going to show up. More of the lower vibrational energies, the stagnancies. More bother, more problems, more debt, more wanting, more needing. So if you're feeling overwhelmed or emotional right now, your angels want you to know that it's okay, you can let go of it. And when you open up and release the concerns, release the worry, let it go, you open up to more support and more miracles. You become this open vessel. Think about it. Your worries, your concerns, bothering, All that mental space, chat in your head is taking that space. So it's good to release it. Make room for more light. I've always believed that God and angels, source energy, wants to help. I've never understood how that works until now. So it's time to help usher in positive energy. And ask yourself what you need to do to let go in order to grow and keep things going. Loving, kind. All right. Here is Melody Beatty's book for today. So it says you're in perfect balance of yin and yang. I trudged to the top of the mesa, which is mountain, in Sedona. A woman I'd met had told me to look for. A woman I'd met had told me what to look for. There it was, a rock formation, a naturally formed statue. On the left side, the information looked like a woman, an Egyptian goddess with a necklace and breasts. On the right side, it had taken the shape of a male. I found it immediately, a statue with two sides, two faces, one male and one female. For many years, I denied the feminine part of God, of the universe, of myself. I thought my strength and my power had to come from other parts, other sides. I resented my femininity, raged about it, because I thought being feminine meant being helpless or powerless. But I've learned something along the way. There is power in feminine and there's power in masculine. Both parts are in us. Both parts are valuable. Our strength, courage, protectiveness, and the ability to decide, organize, plan, order, and choose reflect masculine energy. Our creativity, sensitivity, emotions, vulnerability, intuition, and instincts for nurturing and caring are the wisdom of the feminine side. Honor and respect masculine and feminine energies, the yin and the yang, in yourself, the universe, the people around you. Both are parts of importance. Both can be trusted. Learn to let them work together in harmony. Climb to the top of a mountain, look around, see the perfect balance of masculine and feminine. Let that balance come alive in you. That seems to be perfect. You know, surrendering is part of the feminine rising up, looking at creativity, looking at camaraderie, looking at community, looking at the loving side of other people. When you surrender some of the masculine, the needing, the wanting to control the narrative, you know, this morning I was thinking about perhaps the topic should be about the difference between guidance and advice. Folks always ask for certain advice on certain things. And it's been a long time since I've felt comfortable even offering it. Because I've given up, surrendered to the higher power, to the source energy, to light, to being of service, to facilitating a place and space so that other people can connect, can see that inside of every single human being there is this power, this unstoppable. Not so much the power to do the instant waving of the wand to get what you want, but that's also a way forward to show that there is a power. The idea that if we focus on wanting something badly enough, we'll get it. We're drawn to the processes of obtaining what we've asked for, both spiritual and material, by focusing on the house, the car, the job, the salary, the loan, whatever that is we're looking to attain, and giving it lots of energy. The universe conspires together and makes that happen. Eventually, the surrender on how it happens, who's involved in it, gives way to the fact that that doesn't matter. The universe is going to put all the people in place to make it happen. And then there occurs, excuse me, this idea that we start milling around thoughts about perhaps a business, what to call it, how to attract clients. Is this name a good name? Is that place a good place? Is this location a good location? Rather than saying, what do you want the location to do? What do you want? What's the purpose? What's the intention? And always when I found that the intention is for my own highest good, because I get to flex my creative muscles and be in that world of creativity, because I can be. When I let go of the how it's coming together, the worry of it coming together, will it ever come together? Will I find that ever perfect this or that? Will I always be okay with having the clients I've got? Do I want more? It's all these things that we struggle with, the ego struggles with. Well, rather than that, the power lies in being specific about what you want and then letting it go and just trusting, surrendering that there's a greater power at will making that happen. I used to look at folks who did creative visualization, and indeed some of the speakers and contributors to that work of art known as that work is not a work of art, that movement that's connected with the spirit of the secret, and it used to not bother me exactly, but it was incredulous to think that some of the things were so simple, the suggestions were so simple, so easy. Why was it a secret? Why weren't more people doing this? Well, I later learned that people do it all the time. They just needed to find the way to expand it beyond the comfortable. And by the comfortable, I mean, you know that when you want to put food on the table, where the food comes from. And you know the way with which you go gather food. And you have an idea that if you are living in a dwelling, there's services such as power and utilities and entertainment provided to that facility, there's a good chance that you've manifested the way to earn the money to pay for it. And there's a good chance that the job you're looking for, going for, you understand that it's an application process. It's a fishing expedition to look through the ads. It's a networking situation where you ask friends who knows of anyone that's hiring. And then I looked at, wow, for the last 20 years, nearly, I've looked at how I've gone and attracted clients, business, opened up businesses, just gone for it. Never really concentrating on how they come, because they do. And I'm always amazed when clients find me and I was not expecting how they found me. They just did. This is what I'm saying. All I had to do was assume and imagine that this was going to happen anyway. It was going to be okay. And it was. So surrendering it. It's the part that we have these limiting thoughts and beliefs that have been placed in our hearts and in our minds by other people. So the guidance, I would say, rather than advice, the guidance would be, while we're in a physical life, we're always going to be looking for, wanting, and striving for two things: better and more. If we weren't striving, looking for, and interested in better or more, this would not be a challenge to live, would not be a really interesting purpose. It would not be a series of accomplishments, work, challenge, the energetic focus of planning, preparing, executing. And so it starts again, planning what's next, preparing a way to go get it, and executing what it is we want. And then there's a part where we reach that plateau where life is just jogging along. It's just kind of cool. I was listening to one of my lessons yesterday, and the teacher was talking about how it's necessary for authors of card decks to keep on creating them. I thought, well, that's interesting, because I always thought that once you did it, you did it. He explained that, yeah, but there's always something from that one deck that could lose a little tweak, could use a little polish, could use a little crispness, could use a little different energy. And as we evolve on this planet, this evolution, those of us that are in our mature years, I would call it, coming into the evening part of my life, still kind of like basking with the afternoon part of it, but I think I've got a good 20 plus years left, 2 decades or more. We look at how we then surrender the power to the generation that pops up after us and that next generation after them. And I look for that generation to inspire me and motivate me, to keep me thinking, well, they've got a step, they've got a foot, they have an energetic rod in the pulse of what's happening right now. We will always need the masters. We will always need divine masters, ancient wisdom. We always will need it. And at some part in our life, whether it's this one or another one, we become the master. And we teach, speak, and create the wisdom that becomes the ancient wisdom through evolution, through surrendering, through letting us become the bridge and the vessel between the spirit, the breath, and the life force that makes things happen, and the desire for those things to happen. And so I've landed on this idea that without the spiritual energy, vibration, the part that goes to work that's not physical, that we can't see, but we are tapped into, that energy, that spirit needs something with which to go and use and manifest and do. So you see, my friends, we have to continue putting our foot forward, striving to look for something a bit better, looking for something a bit more, fulfilling our own destiny of balance and harmony and joy, in order to give the energetic forces, the vibrational forces, the angelic forces, the ones that have ascended, something to do, something to focus on, something to help with, something to evolve. And now it's time to meditate. That felt like a big story. Feet flat on the floor. Take a breath in. Release and let out. Relax, 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 relax. And then touch, connect with the rhythm of your breath. Generate that in and out, that pattern. Thank you, angels, for reminding us that you're present and revealing to us what we need to know. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for cutting the ties that bind me to people, places, situations, stories, fears and drama, and anything that no longer serves my purpose. I'm safe and free, and so it is. So shall it be. Once you've done a scan of your body, take your breath into any area that you believe contains stagnant energy. The parts of your joints, your bones, your skin, your neck, all of those areas, any area that is tired, fatigued, stuck, achy, all of that is stagnant, trapped energy. Take breath in, send it right to that space. As you breathe out, let it go. Begin with the feeling of something that you're grateful for. Focus your eyes right between your eyebrows into your third eye center. And think of yourself as looking through the lens of your future. See what you see, feel what you feel. And slightly out in front of you, slightly above you. Picture a sphere of golden light. And within you, in your heart space, that same golden light exists. Imagine that this golden light that lives within you, the eternal flame, is shining bright, radiating down through your feet into the earth, radiating up through your forehead and your top of the head into the heavens. Draw this light closer to you, this sphere of energetic light. And feel the light above you coming in from source energy. Thank you, source energy, for surrounding me in your bubble of protection. Thank you, God, for wrapping me up in your bubble of protection. I am protected, and so it is. Now allow this wonderful expanse of golden energy to place itself in front of you. This is your guardian angel. Give to your guardian angel all worries, concerns, doubts and fears. Be with the energy of joy and happiness. That your guardian angel has solved these issues, removed these issues from your heart, lifted the weight from your shoulders. And give yourselves a few minutes. Look towards their eyes if you can see them. You may ask the angel to reveal anything you need to know. And be happy and grateful for this connection. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center to acknowledge the work. And keep the energy and the lightness, the camaraderie, the connection with your spirit guide, your angel guide, your guardian angel right in front of you. Lift your thumb knuckles to your third eye center, and together we bow and say Namaste. Oh, thank you, my friends. So today I would, a good exercise would be to just think of 3 or 4 things that lay heavily on your mind and your heart, particularly if they are a pattern, and then lump them together, let them go, surrender them to a higher source. You know, sometimes the things that we are concerned about, the worry, the groove in the brain, sometimes just the awareness that it's there, the awareness that it's this habit is the way to unlock it. When we're aware that it's been going on, it's been there all the time, we've got in this habit that we weren't really aware of that we had the habit, that's enough to surrender it. That's the lesson. The surrendering of the worry and the woe. We're not supposed to have that. We never signed up for that. We don't deserve it. Yet somehow we find ourselves there. So forgive yourself. Be grateful that you found it. You're aware of it. And strive to surrender it to a higher vibration and let it go. All right. I'll see you soon. Thanks so much. Lots of love. Bye.